Since the dawn of time, the legends of mythical creatures such as vampires, ogres, dragons, and zombies have always been something that has been admired by a lot of people. Although their existence is nothing more of a mere story, they have been inspirations to many, as it oftentimes become the spotlight features of films, TV series, and of course, the anime world. Welcome to Movies Out Now, and let's count down Top 10 Best Vampire Anime You Can't Miss. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button for more great videos daily. Number 10. Bakemonogatari. Taking the number 10 spot on the list, we have Bakemonogatari. This series is perfect for those of you that likes to binge watch anime. With the main character being a vampire, watch as Koyomi Araragi tries to help those who has a supernatural related issues. The uniqueness of the characters in the series definitely takes credit for putting Bakemonogatari on the map. As one of the most popular vampire series in the world of anime. After an unpleasant experience being attacked by a vampire, Koyomi Araragi came close with death. Having been saved from the brink of death, he woke up realizing he was somehow different. The side effects from his near-death experience started to kick in. Soon, he was able to regenerate wounds and have greatly enhanced vision. With his newfound ability, he tries to go about his day, but more strange things happen, forcing Koyomi to take further action in helping other people regarding issues that dabble in with the supernatural realm. Number 9. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Although this anime is considered to be one of the classics, JoJo no Kimyo na Boken is still popular amongst the anime fans. JoJo no Kimyo na Boken takes the plot in a nostalgic 90s setting, with that peculiar touch of old-school animation style. It all begins with the arrival of Dio Brando one day to Joestar Mansion. George Joestar, the owner of the mansion, took in Dio like his own son, to repay what he thought was a kindness to Dio's late father Dario Brando, whom he thought had saved him 12 years ago. Little did he know, Dio was a cruel and crooked person at heart, aiming to inherit all the wealth of the Joestar legacy. Jonathan Joestar Jojo was then able to discover Dio's true motives. In the midst of all that, Dio stumbled upon a mysterious mask that was kept by the Joestar family. Little did he know that the mask harbors sinister power, turning him into a vampire. Number 8. Blood Plus. Slaughtering its way to the number 8 spot on the list is Blood Plus. As far as vampire anime goes, Blood Plus definitely deserves a place on the list. Not only does she went through a complex character development, but also it adds to the mysterious nature of the anime, ultimately making viewers guessing what's next as she slowly recovers her broken memories from the past. Having suffered from amnesia, Saya Otonashi was unable to remember or recall any memories beyond the previous year. But on one fateful night, everything changes. Saya was attacked by a blood-sucking creature that feeds off the living. When all hope seemed lost, a strange man by the name of Haji came to her rescue and in the process forcing her to drink some of his blood. Saya then went into a trance and went rampage on the creature, regaining fragments of her lost memories. Number 7. Shiki. So to start it off, Shiki's plot progresses at a slightly slow pace, but as a vampire anime, it stays true to its origin. This can be seen as the traditional vampire weaknesses are shown in this series, such as unable to walk around at noon or exposed to sunlight. And then, of course, the mysterious Shik. It all comes together quite nicely, making this anime a definite must-watch for anime fans. After the sudden mysterious death of a girl named Megumi Shimizu in the village of Sotoba, a strange epidemic seemed to be brewing. What started as an unknown disease quickly spread around the village, and it's up to the young Dr. Ozaki Toshio and Yuki Natsuno to uncover the truth behind this sudden rise of epidemic. Number 6. Strike the Blood. From the title, you can already guess and anticipate the thrilling suspense that this anime might bring. In fact, you will not be disappointed as the anime contains graphical bloody scenes, some exciting ecchi cuts, and action-packed plot all over. Of course, not forgetting the most important part, vampires and other mythical creatures. It all started on Itogami Island, or more commonly known as the Demon District, located in the Pacific Ocean south of Tokyo, where magical creatures like therianthropes, spirits, half-demons, and vampires live and reside for research and conservation purposes. Akatsuki Kojo was then followed and observed by Himeragi Yukina, a sword shaman, after somehow inheriting vampire abilities, who soon he realized to be the fourth progenitor, or known as the world's most powerful vampire. Watch as the relationship and partnership of the two join forces to defeat any other magical threats. Number 5. Rosario to Vampire. Moving on to number 5 of the list, we have Rosario to Vampire. Originally based on the same manga adaptation, the series gained quite some attention from the anime community. Arguably, some might agree that the anime doesn't really coincide with the original manga. But overall, this ecchi action vampire series is actually quite decent, thanks to its interesting character development and the soundtrack of the series. Thanks to his lack of grades, Tsukune Aono was unable to enroll in high school, but one night, his father stumbled upon a suspicious-looking priest that dropped him the ticket for his Tsukune to enroll in Yokai Academy. Little did he know that it was an academy dedicated to creatures like vampires and such. Being the only human there, Tsukune must avoid causing any trouble, or he might risk getting his identity exposed, which would result in death. Number 4. Blood Lad. Up next, we have Blood Lad on the number 4 spot. Blood Lad is an overall really interesting anime, as the combination of the comedy, action, and a touch of ecchi come together quite nicely. Meet Stas Charlie Blood, a boss of the Eastern District of the Demon World. Rumored to be very powerful and ruthless, Stas in reality is quite the slacker and an ignorant vampire, who is secretly an otaku and basically obsessed with anything made from the human world. Be it video games, manga, even the humans itself. Stas goes about his day meeting other creatures that wish to challenge his position as means to take over the territory. When a human accidentally wandered into the demon world, but unfortunately didn't live long enough for Stas to fulfill his fantasies. Driven by his obsession for humans, he is determined to find a way in resurrecting the girl, even if it means giving up his territory. Number 3. Owari no Seraph. Entering the top 3, we have Owari no Seraph. In hindsight, this anime takes on a pretty unique plot and stray away from the typical vampire slaying stereotype. Instead, this anime features a unique twist to the equation, having a post-apocalyptic backstory added to the overall plot. Humans will have to battle it out against creatures that are far more superior to them. Will the humans emerge victoriously, or will they be forever held captive as livestock for feeding? Held captive as livestock for the vampires, Yuichiro and Mikaela Yakuya, who are both orphan children, strive to plot a rebellion to free them from the evil clutches of their captors. But that's not the only thing they must worry about. They must also look out for a deadly virus that killed anyone who is above the age of 13, which also happens to be the very reason vampires started coming out to slave mankind. What treacherous fates awaits them both? Number 2. Vampire Knight. Vampire Knight will be the next on the list. Taking the number 2 spot, This anime is one of the many anime that appear to be focused more to the female viewers. With so many good-looking and irresistible male vampires, Yuki Cross will have to maintain the balance between vampires and humans and help her academy achieve something that hasn't been achieved before: vampires and humans coexisting. Vampire Night centers around Yuki Cross and Zero Kiryu, who were appointed as a school prefect on Cross Academy, a leading prestigious boarding school which harbors a deep secret. Within the school schedule, which was divided into two shifts, the day class and the night class. These two different shifts were meant to keep humans and vampires separate, and it's up to the school prefect, superintendent, to maintain the secret of the vampires and also the safety of the day class attendees. Number 1. Hellsing. Originally aired in the early 2000s, this anime quickly gained popularity amongst the anime fans community. One of the main reasons is, of course, thanks to its mystique personality main character, none other than Alucard himself. Despite being a vampire himself, Alucard serves under Integra Fairbrook Wingate's Hellsing to slay other creatures, sometimes even vampires too, with his signature pistol Jackal. Alucard Hellsing organization started as an underground organization British task force led by a chain-smoking leader, Sir Integra Fairbrook Wingate's Hellsing. It was formed to eradicate and eliminate unexplainable supernatural threats. How does the Hellsing organization do it? By fighting fire with fire. Using their trump card, Alucard, who is an ancient, powerful vampire himself. The Hellsing organization will stop at nothing to bring the world back to peace by killing one monster at a time. What is your favorite vampire anime from the list? Let us know below and don't forget to subscribe.